welcome in. Robin Casey here with At Your Own Pace Crafting. Today is Thursday, March 12th. Can you believe March is almost halfway over? Anyway, so this week, actually it was last week, I posted a project on my Facebook At Your Own Pace Crafting page, a locking card box sleeve. Locking box card sleeve. Anyway, one of those. You'll see what I'm talking about. So we're going to head down to my desk. I'm going to show you what I did. And then today we're going to recreate a card using new products. Okay, so here we go. All right, so this is the locking card box sleeve. Okay, so this is the locking mechanism. You slide it and then you open up your box just like that. This was a really fun project. I follow Susan Williams. Actually, I'm in a group that she has, Susan Williams and Chris Robertson, I believe is her name. And this was one of the projects from, I think it was a couple years ago. Anyway, very fun project, and I wanted to share it. So this is one of the cards that we made, and this is another card. They are so cute. I love this pattern, and I'm going to show you the pattern because it's a great way to use up scraps. So let's put this back together. We're not going to do the box. The locking mechanism used a die cut called the Delicate Forest dies. That's no longer available. If you have that die set, the Delicate Forest dies, and you want to learn how to do this box with that die set, let me know and I can help you out. But I'm looking for another die set that is close to this opening so that I can maybe teach that at some point. But we will go ahead and put this out of the way and bring in the card that we are going to make. So this is a card that I made last night. Did this last night. Using, of course, you've got your basic black card base, which is 4 1/4 by 11. You score it at 5 1/2, so it is a top opening card. I used smoky slate. That's what is backing the 4 different pieces of designer series paper. It is 4 by 5 1/4. That's what it should be. I made it a little smaller on this card, and I'm not exactly sure that I like it, so we're going to make it bigger on what we do today. The paper, the designer series paper, is the Painted Illusions DSP, and that was February's product of the month. It is still available. If you place a $75 order my website, then you can get this paper pack for $5, which is a great deal. It's so pretty, and I'm going to show you the paper because I think it is so pretty. So it's two-sided, so this is one side, and then this is the back, and then this is another sheet. So pretty. And this is the back of that, and that's actually what we're using. And then this is another sheet. Oh, so pretty. I just love this. And then this is the back of it, and the sheet, which is what we are using. on our card, and that is the back of it. And so the colors, let me get the pack in here and I can tell you what the colors are, because like I've told y'all before, I love that Stampin' Up! Does this. They put the colors, coordinating colors of cardstock on their DSP packs. So we've got Darling Duckling, Flirty Flamingo, which is what we are using for the Toadstool, Granny Apple Green, we use for the Toadstool stem, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Petal Pink, which is the ribbon, and Pretty Peacock. All great colors. Okay, so put that aside. Bring this back in. So yes, under the circle, cut on basic white cardstock with Spotlight on Nature dies, one of my favorite die sets. This You're on My Mind is from Circular Stamp Set, which I love, but we're going to go with something different today when we do our card. The Encircled with Love stamp set. But you see, this is the stamp set. This is the stamp. And so I had to mask all of this so that all I got was You're on My Mind. I was looking around today at other stamps, and I found Silly Safari. And Silly Safari has curved stamps, which really, with the photopolymer stamps, you can curve them. I mean, if it's already done for me, then that's what we're going to go with. But it says, it's your day, go wild. I thought that was cute. And plus with your mushroom, your toadstool, they're kind of wild, right? So I thought that was a good alternative. So that's what we're going to use instead of Encircled with Love. Toadstool, the top of it is, wait, did I talk about the Petal Pink ribbon? I don't think I did. So this is Petal Pink. Oh, and I didn't talk about the die set that I used. We'll get back to that in just a second. So the Petal Pink Braided Trim. If you haven't seen this, it's really substantial. I tied a bow and I tried putting it under the circle and it did not work. So then I just did a little Z-fold and that worked all right. But I'm going to show you something that I started playing with, and that's what we're going to use on this card. But I won't do it until we get to it. Anyway, this Petal Pink Braided Trim is on last chance, so it's on sale if you want to get it. And then what I used instead of the deckled rectangles, rectangle dies. If you have the deckled rectangle dies, that is what was used on this on these cards. You can see it on the box also. Feel free to use those, but they are no longer available, which makes me really sad. So I had to come up with something different, and so I found the Textured Notes dies, which is a lot of different dies, a lot of different textures. So that's what we're going to use, and that also is on last chance on sale. So if you want that, grab it quickly before it goes away. Okay, the Toadstool, we use the terrific Toadstools Builder Punch. This, like I said, Flirty Flamingo for the top, Granny Apple Green, and then I put a faceted gem in the middle. And to give texture to the Toadstool and the stem, I used let me put this out of the way, Turtle Textures embossing folder, which I thought was kind of fun. Gave it a little something. And then, yeah, faceted gems. Okay, and then on the inside is white. And you see I did it bigger. And so that worked better, I thought. So the white and the smoky slate on the front, what we're going to use is 4 by 5 1/4. These DSP pieces are 2 by 4. And we're going to tear them. I'm going to show you a little, I don't know if it's a trick, but maybe a technique. On the inside, same thing. 4 by 5 1/4. This bottom piece is 1 by 4. And then this was 2 by 4. I just thought it needed a little more presence, I guess. if that makes sense. And you still have plenty of space to write your card. Okay, so let's put this out of the way. Let's bring in our pieces. So this is the card base. Okay, so we're going to work on the top, the smoky slate. So it hasn't been cut yet because we're going to put our paper on, and then we will cut it with the die. Okay, so we're going to lay our paper out. This is the way that it's going to be on our card, but I'm going to turn them over because I'm going to tear this paper, and so I'm going to draw lines just to make sure that I'm tearing, I don't know, give a little organization to the tearing, if that makes sense. All right, so I'm going to get my ruler, and y'all don't laugh at my Snoopy ruler. I have had this ruler forever. I think I had it when I was in grade school. So I'm just going to draw a little line, and I'm putting it on the back so we won't even see it. So just draw a little line, give us a little guide for our tearing if you need a guide. If you don't, do not feel like you have to do this. It helps me. Okay, so we'll put Snoopy away. Put our pencil away. We will start tearing. Now, this is going to be on the front of our card, so that's why we did it on the back. I'm going to tear away from me so that we get the white core of the paper showing on the side that we're putting down on the cardstock. Okay, so you see how I did that? So now this will go on our paper like that. Okay, so I'm going to turn it back over so I know what I'm doing here. Okay, now we're going to tear this one. And how Susan put it when she was teaching this class, she does that so she can have a little more control over the tearing. So if that matters to you, this is very helpful to do it this way. Okay, last one, and then on this one we are going to tear the bottom straight across, because that'll give us the little edge of our paper, our decorative paper. So I hope this is all making sense. If you have questions, put them in the comments and I will answer your questions. Okay, so we're going to start at the top, putting it up. Now I'm going to just put it up here on the paper just to make sure we've got good measurements, good coverage. But so you see how it's going. Oh, that's really pretty, really pretty. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Get out my adhesive here, and we will. Okay, let me make sure. Okay, yeah, make sure I'm putting the adhesive on the right side. But if we're not, it's no biggie. We would just switch things up and put it on the side, and then we just wouldn't see the white core, which is fine. There we go. Okay, now what was next? This one, yeah, that's next. Okay, come on. Let's use the right end of the adhesive. That would help, wouldn't it? Okay. No, don't want to do it that way. Yeah. No. This one goes on the see, I think I just messed it up. Okay, I did, but it's okay, because like I said, now we've got this one, and what I could do is just tear it. Wait, let's see. Is that gonna work? Wait, no, that's not gonna work. Okay, let's try, so you're going to be down here like that. And so then we want you to be up here, but we want you to go the other way. So we have this that we can tear this way. Yeah, we'll just do that. It'll be fine. And see, that's the thing. This is our card. It doesn't matter. We're just gonna we'll just pivot and change, right? Right, okay. So we'll just put this one like this. There we go. Okay. And then this, yeah, we'll put you up here. The thing, this paper is so pretty. You can just use either side. It's so pretty. And it doesn't really matter. If you do it different, don't do it exactly like I do, like somebody else did, because this is your card. So we are going to have two flowers, but that's fine. I think it looks nice. There. That's going to be really pretty. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and run this through the die machine. I will be right back, because if I bring it over here and do it over here, it will be loud and it will shake the camera and y'all would get seasick. Okay. Sorry guys, but I'm back. All right. So see how pretty that did? And it just gave us an edge all around the cardstock and the DSP. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, we're going to pop this up with dimensionals. Now, have I told y'all about you can use the edge of your dimensionals as well? You don't just have to use the insides, because the edges have adhesive on them too. So see, little tip, and then I'm going to give you another tip too. Okay, did one there, put another one down here, and let's see, let's just go ahead and take it off and use it all. Why not? Okay, put these down here and down here. Okay, and then put one here. Okay, so I'm going to take the backing off, but I'm not going to take the backing off of all the pieces, because you don't have to. So, see, I'm just doing 1, 3, and 5. And 2 and 4, we're staying there. And we're still going to be able to pop it up without taking everything off. So there you go. Okay, I have already cut our circle, the basic white circle with the Spotlight on Nature dies. And so now we are going to use our stamp set, the Silly Safari stamp set, which if you haven't seen it, it is super cute. Let me get out the It's Your Day, Go Wild, which I just think is a fun sentiment. Okay. And we will put that on here. Hopefully this one's going to work out good. I think it will. All right, season up, season up, season up. Okay, because I haven't used this stamp before. Okay, and so now, yeah, I think that's going to be perfect. And I didn't have to go through the whole masking process, which I don't mind doing, but this is much quicker. Okay, and we'll just put you right there, sort of up against the decorative edge of the Spotlight on Nature dies, which, if you haven't gotten those are great dies too to have. Okay, whoops, there we go, cute. Oh, that's cute. Okay. All right, so now we will take our punch so we can get our toadstool and stem. Okay, this is the Flirty Flamingo, and this is going to be loud, guys. I'm sorry. It's going to go flying too. There we go. Okay. That wasn't too bad, was it? And then we even have a pink stem if we want a pink stem. Okay, and then the green, granny apple green for the stem. Okay. I could have done this ahead of time, but I wanted y'all to see how easy these punches are. I was kind of afraid to get them before, but now that I've used them, I really like them. Okay, let me get the embossing folder, and I am just going to find one that's kind of big. I think I like this one, and then I'll put this one, little stem. I'm going to put you right here, I think. Yeah, it just gives it a little texture. And I will be right back. I'm going to run this through. And this one is a 2D. Okay. Isn't that fun? So then you have on the front and the back, you can use either side, either deboss or emboss. So I think we'll use the emboss side, and we will go ahead and put that on our circle. I think I can use adhesive on this. Hopefully, it should be good. But then I'm going to get out the glue for the, oh, that is cute. I like that. The glue for the stem. There we go. Okay. All right. And put it, there we lift my top up a little bit so I get it under there. There we go. Yeah. Very nice. Okay. And this is what I was talking about, the Petal Pink Braided Trim. So I was looking at it, and it's really thick, and I thought, I wonder if you could undo it. And so that's what I did. So I'm going to cut off just a tiny little piece and show you what I did. So I just started picking at it and just pulling it apart, just like that. So then it became all these little strings, and that's what we're going to use. So don't be afraid to change up your embellishments, your ribbon. There's another set of cards that I may show you guys, and we cut the ribbon down. It was sort of a big ribbon, I don't know, maybe that big, and cut it into 3 3 strips, and it was so pretty. So yeah, don't be afraid. Change things up. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. Let's see, how's that? I think I like that placement. And then I'm just going to kind of have this hanging out there, the trim, and I will put dimensionals. I think I'm going to put them all around the edge here, and that should hold the trim. We will see. We'll see if my theory is correct. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. That trim isn't going anywhere. So that's kind of fun. I kind of like that. And then our faceted gem, we can go ahead and put that on. And so with the first set of cards, we used the white. With this card that I did last night, I used the sort of gray. So this, I think I want to try using the green. And do I want to put it on the toadstool, or do I want to put it down here? Let's try putting it down here just to see if we like that. Yep, that's kind of fun. I like that. All right, now we are moving into the inside of the card. And so here's the white piece again, 4 by 5 1/4. Here is my 1 by 4 and my 2 by 4, and these we're just going to tear straight across, and we'll just tear the top of this one, and so that will go here. And then I'm going to tear the top and the bottom of this one. That's why I left it a little bigger. We're using the striped side rather than the flowery side. There. Okay. So we're going to put our adhesive on this piece and put it about right there, I think. And then, yeah, that's good. Good placement right there. Put this, and like I said, that gives you plenty of room to write your card on the inside. Okay, again, I will be right back because we're going to cut this with the textured die. Okay, that turned out really pretty. And again, you see the textured die all the way around the edge of the cardstock and including the DSP. It's just a fun, just a cool touch. Bringing the elements on the outside of the card into the inside of the card as well. A little cohesiveness. Okay. That's it. So this is our card, outside and inside. All right. I hope y'all like this. This was fun to me to take something that I had done previously and rework it using different products. So if you want the weekly newsletter that will have the PDF, the free PDF on how to make this card, sign up for my newsletter. You can go to on the Facebook group at Your Own Pace Crafting. I have a button where you can click and sign up there, or you can send me an email at yourownpacecrafting@gmail.com. All right, that's it, guys, for this week. Y'all have a great week. Thank you so much for joining me. I always appreciate y'all coming in and watching. And I will see you next week. Y'all have a great weekend. Thanks again. Bye.